Star Trek IV is finally edging toward the silver screen to the relief of many Star Trek fans after years of developmental hell. One reason the sequel was set in production purgatory was the crises, Pine and Hemsworth, reportedly walking away from a proposed film where elder and younger Kirks would finally meet. With the Kelvin timeline gang returning for another one, the storyline might play out in movie theaters. While there have been no words on Hemsworth's return, the Thor, Love and Thunder star spoke on whether he's still interested in doing a Star Trek sequel with Pine. Before becoming USS Kelvin Captain George T. Kirk, the MCU star auditioned to play Captain James Kirk before Pine booked the role. Hemsworth admitted to Vanity Fair that he didn't grasp the scope of the franchise reboot before it hit theaters. His character's death left Trekkies wanting a father and son meet-up. Of course, it almost happened. Years after the proposed storyline was put on ice, the Hollywood star revealed whether he would consider reprising the role of George Kirk once more. There was talk about me doing the film with Chris Pine at one point. The script was sort of put together and then it fell apart. If J.J. Abrams called me tomorrow and said Chris Pine and I want to do it, I'd probably say yeah, let's go for it. Hopefully, Paramount heard Hemsworth's words as CEO Brian Robbins revealed the studio and producer J.J. Abrams are pouring all their resources and attention into bringing the franchise back to the big screen. Maybe they will revisit the original synopsis and figure out how to bring him back into the fold. It would be worthwhile to fulfill a promise many Trekkies have been looking forward to happening. Revisiting the elder Kirk seemed out of the question a few years ago. Hemsworth turned down the sequel after feeling the script wasn't up to the standards of the Kelvin saga. His admission countered earlier reports that he and Pine left the Star Trek Beyond sequel over the third film's underperformance affecting the crisis' potential salary for the fourth installment. Of course, the Spiderhead star's return would be welcomed. Pine has already made some suggestions for the fourth film before production even starts. Of course, no one from the Kelvin gang knows when they will get a script or a start date. So, there might be enough time for Paramount to call up Hemsworth. Star Trek IV is set to arrive in theaters on December 23, 2023. In the meantime, you can get a Netflix subscription to see Chris Hemsworth in the sci-fi thriller Spiderhead. Then, there is his return as the Norse god in Thor, Love and Thunder, which will arrive in theaters on July 8. If you want to see what other Hemsworth or Marvel movies are dropping this year, just look over our 2022 movie schedule.